Okay, hopefully I'm on. Hello, everyone. Is there anyone out there? Let me just get the chat fired up. Okay. Thanks, everyone, for joining me tonight. If you're watching this stream after the event, I'd advise that you skip forward a few minutes so that we actually get to the bit where we started. Okay, I can't find the chat. Hang on a second. Okay, I see you. Hello. Hello, Lucy. Thanks for coming. Hello, Lee. So we'll get started in just another few minutes. Just get my windows in the right place so I can see what's going on. Okay, so in tonight's stream, I want to talk a little bit about the video that I put up earlier today. I don't know if you've seen it. By the way, is the sound working okay? You can hear me, yeah? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. No response yet, so I don't know. Hi, Dominic. Okay, Lee says he can hear me, so that's good. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the video that I put up earlier today, where I take you through creating an Amazon affiliate, well, not necessarily Amazon, actually, just an affiliate marketing blog using the 2014 theme. I thought we could maybe have a look at it, have a chat, that kind of thing. Oh, good. You're all saying the sound is fine. There's obviously a bit of a delay on the chat, but that's fair enough. Or there's a delay on the video. There's a delay on something. Hello, Top Rated. He's gone straight in with a question on how much money am I earning from affiliate marketing, and how much have I earned? Well, let's just say I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Very comfortable. I don't need to go to work. My time is my own. So, and my main money nowadays is from affiliate marketing. Yashvir asks, is there any solution to show WooCommerce product as a list import from Amazon? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. I guess you're talking about the layout. That's all going to depend on the theme you're using. I'm not sure if you can do it in a list with Kingdom, though you may be able to if you use Visual Composer. There's a products element. Maybe give that a try. Hello, Scott. Hello, The Prepared Mother. Great name. Okay, is there any other questions? The Prepared Mother says, how many affiliate sites do I have? I think I've got about four or five. And obviously my YouTube as well, which is a big affiliate earner for me. Okay, so we're up to about 15 viewers so far. Rahul asks, which niche or niche, if you're in America, which niche should I select or which product? That's a big question. There's no answer I can give you. I can't say go into health or anything like that. First off, I'd just try and find something that you're passionate about. So if you're into something, that might be a good niche, because then you can, at least create some good content around it. Other things, just think of something very specific. So people have a very specific hobby or a very specific need. They're often really good because you're able to get traffic for people looking for a very specific thing, and it's often easier to rank for those long tail keywords. If you check out Doug's video that I did a few weeks back, he talks about the best way to find niches and drilling through Amazon and that kind of thing. He's also got some tools actually in his course that's going to be released very, very soon. I'll be sharing details of that as soon as I've got them. And yeah, he's got some tools that allow you to do some keyword research. He's got like a golden keyword tool, I think, golden keyword ratio tool. And then by obviously identifying good keywords, you can then discover a good niche. Gerbri asks, would there be any complications if we use the Woo plugin? I guess you mean WooZone, for Amazon as an affiliate and dropship model for AliExpress. I would suggest that you keep those two sites separate. They're different things. I'd have your dropship. I'd probably use Shopify for that using the Oberlo plugin, and then have your WordPress for your Amazon stuff. Vaji, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The API key of Amazon only available 2. So if I want to start more than 2 Amazon affiliate sites, do I have to generate the new key? If so, what happens to the previous key? You can actually use the same keys for multiple sites. You don't need to keep generating different keys for different sites. Just use the same one in all your sites. Christopher, hello, Christopher. Thanks for the comment there. He's using a plugin called Ali Dropship, and it's not free, but it's very good and very similar to Oberlo. Okay, so you can do dropshipping with WordPress. That's something that I've not really explored, but I will do. Lee asks, that he says that I mentioned Content Egg in one of my videos, which I did. And there's also a product called Affiliate Egg. They both seem to do very similar things. He doesn't understand the difference. I don't either, actually, to tell the truth. I've been playing with Content Egg. I haven't looked at Affiliate Egg just yet, but Content Egg seems to do a lot of affiliate stuff. So yeah, I don't know what the difference is between those two, but I'll get hold of a copy of Affiliate Egg and see if I can do a video on what the difference is. Let me just make a note of that in my video ideas note. We're up to 20 viewers now. Hello, everybody. Mono Kai asks, which paid theme do I recommend for affiliate sites? It really depends on the sort of site you're going to be doing. A couple of weeks back, I did a video on the 5 different types of affiliate sites that you could possibly do. And I mentioned some themes in there, so check that out. That will help you out. If it's just a general kind of site, maybe a blog site with a few other bits and bobs, something like Xtheme or Divi is really good because they're very flexible, allow you to do lots of different things. Okay. Any more questions? Let's see what else we got. Let me scroll through the chat. Have I missed anything? Thoughts on starting a blog. This is by Scott. Thoughts on starting a blog on a specific industry in a metropolitan area. Example, electronic musicians and fans in Los Angeles. That sounds really good. It sounds very specific. And as I mentioned earlier, something that's very specific in a very specific niche will get a good following, and you'll be able to build a good community with that. Obviously, you'd probably want to go onto social media and have a local page as well and kind of build up a following that way. Christopher said that the Xtheme is really awesome. He's backing me up on that. Super fast. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? So while we're waiting, let me just show up. I've got an itchy leg, by the way. That's why I'm bobbing up and down. Sorry. Let me just pop up the site that I made earlier. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so I put this site up just yesterday, in fact. There's a video that I uploaded this afternoon which takes you through exactly how I made this site. It's a very simple blog that you can use for affiliate marketing. I've added a few bits of content. And it uses 2014, which is the free theme that comes with WordPress. Now, I'm not usually too fond of free themes, but I'll make an exception when it's one that comes with WordPress, because I know that's going to be a good theme. It's not going to have anything dodgy in it, because that's always a risk when you use free themes. You're not quite sure what you're getting, what could be lurking inside the code. So yeah, this uses 2014. I got some images from Shutterstock. I got some content just by looking around the internet and rewriting a few bits and bobs and putting stuff together. And yeah, it's the kind of site that you can get up in just a few hours. And you know, if you want a very simple blog style site, it's perfect. So yeah, I've added some content, and obviously within the content I've added some links. They are just Amazon links at the moment, but you could add links to ClickBank or Commission Junction or anything like that. So this kind of site is perfect for the stuff that Doug's been talking about in previous Q&As, where he's talking about very content focused sites, and the idea of getting 10 articles up and then going out to other websites and then offering them some content in return for a link back to your site, and basically doing some guest posts. So yeah, I just wanted to say, check out the video that I put up earlier today. It's about an hour long. It's a full length one. It took quite a while to put together, but yeah, I hope you like it. So let me just stop sharing my screen somehow. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Hello. So John asks, it can be hard to find appropriate pictures for instructional style blog posts in deep niches. Recommendations on finding such things? You'll be surprised what stock images you can find on places like Shutterstock and PhotoJune and iStock Photo. There is often, you know, a picture for certain niches. If you're like in a really deep niche, something very specific, you're just gonna have to Google around, or failing that, you're gonna have to try and take some photos yourself. Have you got an example of what kind of photos you've been looking for? And I'll see if I can find you one. Raji says, is there any plugin that you can use to gather emails before they download a free PDF? Yes, you can basically use any email plugin. So for example, if you're using MailChimp, maybe I'd use the MailChimp plugin, and then I would set my MailChimp up so that when someone enters their email address, it then automatically emails them a copy of the PDF or emails them a link to download the PDF. That's a good way of doing it. You can just do it with Gravity Forms if you want, which is a premium plugin. Just Google it, you'll find it. And with Gravity Forms, you can redirect the person to a page after they've completed a form. So they'd put their email address in, then you'd redirect them over to a download page where they could get the PDF. Rahul, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your names correctly. Sorry if I'm not. How to build content. Is it good to outsource, and where to outsource? It's good to build content yourself if you can, but of course, everyone's not a writer. Outsourcing is probably the way forward. Upwork is a great place to find writers. And again, if you sign up to Doug's stuff, he's got a free template and some free stuff that you can use when you're approaching freelancers and the kind of stuff you need to ask them for. And you're going to be looking around $15, $20 an article for around, you know, 1,000 words, something like that. And obviously, once you find some good writers, then you've got a great, you know, source of content, and you can easily get sites up and running quickly then. So Kyria says, she's asking about the XML. I don't know. I said she then. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not going to go into genders. I'm only going to embarrass myself. Asking about the XML sitemap. Should I submit a sitemap for page and a sitemap for post? I think what you're trying to say, should I submit a sitemap and include my pages and posts? Yes, if you've got content on pages and posts, and maybe even products, you should include all of those in your XML sitemap. Excuse me. Donna asks, WordPress.com, the free one, why can you not do WooCommerce? WordPress.com is different. It's basically just a pure blog platform, and you can't install plugins and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to use WooCommerce, you need to use the WordPress.org version. There's loads of videos on my channel about how you can set that up. You basically just go and buy some hosting from HostGator, for example. Use the code EAGLE30, EAGLE30 for a discount. And then, yeah, sign up for some hosting, and then you can just press a button and install WordPress, and you're ready to go. The Prepared Mother says, did I hear you right? Did you do a video on trading links for content? Yeah, kind of. In the Q&A that I did with Doug, and in the other live streams that I've done with him, his strategy is that you build a relationship with other sites that are kind of in the same niche or complement your niche, as it were. And then you offer them some content. And then obviously within that content, you may include a link back to your site, or they may just offer you a link back to your site. And it's a great way to get links from high quality sites, which can really boost your search engine rankings. So John's after a photo of a waterproof zipper on a dry suit. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that is very specific. So I guess you're talking about the zip that you get on a dry suit, as it were. Is there not one, if you do a Google, there's some pictures of dry suits coming up. Is there one that maybe you could zoom in and just kind of cut the zipper out of it? I don't know. So Rosemond asks, how would I go about getting guest posts? As I said, the best way is to find sites that are that complement your site, and then leave some comments on their comment system on their site, and maybe send them an email. But make sure your email is tailored to them, and that you're offering them something. You're offering to help them out. Say, I've got this article that I think would be really good on your site. Would you like to take a look at it? That kind of thing. Another way to do it is to go over to Google. Let me see if I can just fire up a window, and we'll try this out. Hang on a second. I'll show you something. Okay, hang on. We're good. Oh, where's my windows? I've got too many windows again. It's a nightmare. Okay, so this is another way that you can find sites where you could get a guest post. So I'm over on Google. Here we go. And so you type in your niche. So, for example, the site I made earlier was around the losing weight niche. So I type in lose weight. Coming up because I just tested it. And then you do a plus, and then you do some speech marks and type in write for us. Other words you might put in there are things like submit content or submit an article. Try different things and you'll see what comes up. So what this is going to do, Google's going to often do a search and find all the sites that include lose weight and the exact phrase right for us. So let's have a look. So the first one that comes up is the smartweightloss.com. And if we go over here, they've got a page, and they're asking for people to write as a guest post, and it needs to be 1,000 words and exactly what they want and the kind of things they're looking for. So you can read through this, create an article that matches their criteria, drop them an email, and there you go. You should be able to get a guest post on this site, which looks like quite a nice site. We can go back to Google and find some other ones. Here's another one, upcominghealth.com. And again, they tell you exactly what they want. And you can have one backlink. There you go. Perfect. And there you go. So you could get a list of these sites and decide which ones you want to have an article on, and there you go. Okay, where I'm back on the chat. I've missed. Hang on, let me catch up. Okay, so Scott says he's worked hard on Upwork. You get what you pay for. Test their communication skills and response by messaging them. That's a good tip. Donna says, what do you think about GeneratePress for a theme and Elementor, for page builder? Great drag and drop. I've not used Elementor. I've seen it briefly. I've not really used it myself. It looks good. Any drag and drop builder that works is good in my opinion. I've not really used GeneratePress either. I'll make a note and go and check it out. Veggie says he made his first earning after 2 months. That's great. Christopher says he's used the Rehub theme with Content Egg. You recommend it? I would too. I'm working with it at the moment. Actually, I'm going to do a video on that really soon. Zakari says, how much time does it take to rank in Google? That depends. If you've got a new domain, it can take maybe 6 months. That's a worst case scenario. It's often quicker. But yeah, it depends on your domain. It depends how many links you're able to build to your site and where those links are coming from. There is a thing called the Google Sandbox, which is kind of where it puts sites that are new and it's not quite sure, you know, it doesn't know much about them, so it doesn't know where to rank them. And you find that you start appearing randomly in the search results. And then, you know, as time goes on, you'll start to get some more steady rankings. Lee Henderson says, if you have categories for brands and you assign posts to the brand category as well as another, does that count as duplicate content? No, it doesn't. You'll be fine with that. You can improve it actually by installing a plugin like Yoast SEO, and that will add canonical links and kind of fix that kind of stuff. But generally, it's nothing to worry about. Olivia says, I just created my Amazon affiliate account. I guess you mean your website. Can I look at it and give me pointers? Yeah, I can look at it. It's whether you want to share it in the chat. If it's a great niche, everyone might copy it. Gurpreet asks, he's got a query again about dropshipping. Now, dropshipping is not an area that I'm an expert in, but he's saying that he's got many orders placed on his friend's website whose customers' addresses are not serviceable by AliExpress. That's something I guess you need to check when you're selecting your products on AliExpress, exactly where they ship. And then if you're running any paid ads, make sure that you're obviously targeting countries where you can ship to. I don't know where he's getting his traffic from. It's weird that he's getting a lot of traffic and customers from places that AliExpress don't ship. So I don't know. It's going to be about the, you know, the products and the merchants that you choose on AliExpress, I guess. Scott said he accidentally made 64 cents on YouTube once. Well done. Christopher says the best way to rank a news site is to get a Wikipedia backlink, which can be done but sometimes very hard to stick. Yeah, we'd all have a link from Wikipedia, I think. Bluefuse.com asks, do you need to have a website mostly ready in order to be able to sign up for an Amazon affiliate account? No, you don't. Not really. You can just have a domain name. When you start sending Amazon some traffic, they will then come and check out your site and decide whether you are going to be approved or not. The Prepared Mother asks, how do we know if the sites we're requesting links from are quality? That's a good question. There's a number of little tools that you can get for your browser. There's the SEO Moz toolbar is one. And there's a few others. That allows you to check out, you know, how many links the site's got, the page rank, all that kind of stuff. That's quite a big question for me to answer in the chat. It's something that maybe I'll do a video on. But if you do a search on YouTube or on Google, you'll find some resources on the best way to identify which sites are good to get links from. But it's all about checking the number of links and that kind of stuff. Green Engineer asks, is it better to have many affiliate niche sites or to concentrate on adding more content to one affiliate site? That's going to depend. I think, you know, once you've had a site running for a few months, you'll get a feel, especially after doing it a few times, whether that site's going to be a success and whether you're in a good niche. If you feel that you are in a good niche and it's starting to work, then I'll definitely add some more content and get it up to a point, you know, where it's generating a healthy income. To be fair, I would regularly add content to all my sites. You know, if you've found some good writers, that kind of thing, and you can afford to, there's no reason why not. It'll keep the site fresh and it will keep it ranking well. If you've created a site and you're in a niche and you don't think it's working well, then obviously that would be a time to maybe set up another one and focus your efforts on the next thing. How do I create an affiliate site for digital products? This is from Munir. How How can I create an affiliate website for digital products like the products on ClickBank? And is there any plugin for WordPress to import products from ClickBank or JVZoo? Yeah, you can create an affiliate site for those digital products with any WordPress theme. In terms of plugin, Content Egg, which is the one I mentioned earlier and we were talking about earlier, that can import products from ClickBank and JVZoo, I believe. Wace asks, which theme would you recommend, Kingdom or as a associate theme? I've only ever used Kingdom. I have not used as associate, so I couldn't comment. Have I ever used any themes from Catch Themes? No, I haven't, Ron. Sorry. Okay, some great questions coming in tonight. Sorry if I go quiet. That's my reading the chat face that I'm trying to concentrate. There's quite a few chat messages coming in. So yeah, if you've got any sites that you want me to have a look at, that's fine. I'm more than happy. But obviously be aware that you're sharing them with the rest of the world as well. Okay, let's see. What other questions have we got? Shamo asks, are Facebook ads good for Amazon affiliate site? I've got a video on this actually. They're not always very good for Amazon affiliate sites, mainly because the commission rate on Amazon is quite low, and your Facebook ads, the cost can be higher than the commission you're earning. So obviously that's not good. I would use Facebook ads though to build up a Facebook page, which could be attached to your affiliate site, and then you could use that to promote your products and your content going forward. Excellent. You want me to share your site again? How's your site going? Be interested to hear. It's been another week or so. The plugin is called Content Egg, I think. Let me just put it in the chat. The Prepared Mother says, do I have a video regarding what not to do as an Amazon affiliate? I don't, but that's a good idea. Basically, the things you don't want to do, you don't want to be a copy of Amazon. So you don't just import products and then do nothing else. They don't like that. They want good content that helps people buy stuff. So, reviews and articles and videos. That's the kind of thing they're looking for. You also want to make sure that you make it very clear that you're an Amazon affiliate. Don't put any prices on unless you're going to be using WooZone and pulling them in over the API. They don't like prices because they change all the time. And if you've got the wrong price on your site, that will definitely get you kicked out of the program. Another thing not to do is to download images and put them on your website. If you're going to, again, use images, use the API to pull them in dynamically, or use the little bit of code that you get from the site stripe when you're generating affiliate links. Don't just save the image and then add it, as an image in WordPress. David says, I use the Chrome extension on WooZone to pull products in. I find most of them won't upload. Do you recommend searching certain areas on Amazon? I've not come across that plugin. Do you get any error messages? I mean, that extension, I've not used it. I normally just kind of use the insane import area. You're best to take it up with AA team, those kind of issues. I know they can be a bit slow, but they will help you eventually. Donna says, is Twitter good? Yes, Twitter is good. All social media is good to promote stuff. You just got to build up an engaged following. Don't just keep pushing out products, that kind of thing. Share some useful content that you've created. And yeah, you'll be able to drive people back to your site and you'll get sales. Prepared Mother says, I'm using the WooZone plugin, and is it okay to show prices and images and reviews? Yeah, that's fine, because WooZone is using the API. David says he thinks it's just the Prime products that it's not importing, but I'm pretty sure that Prime products are part of the API and you should be able to import them. Scott says, be careful with the Facebook ad platform. One wrong setting and you'll wake up to a $1,000 bill. That can happen, but you'd have to really mess up to do that. You can set a limit to how much you want to spend. So you could say $50, that kind of thing. But yeah, I used to manage quite a lot of PPC, Google AdWords especially, and there has been a few cases where I've accidentally left something on or turned something up a little bit too high and then come back a day or two later and been a little bit surprised at the bill. Okay, let's see. We've got in tonight. Okay. Lee asked, do you have any guidelines for the images on your sites when preparing them for upload, specific sizes and quality? That depends on the theme. If you're using WooZone, it will just use the right size, in theory, for your theme. For blogs, the bigger the better, I think, as long as obviously they fit to the post and the content looks good around them. Question here, what about the niches or niches of home design furniture, like chair, table, Facebook affiliation? That could work. It's not an area that I've investigated. Again, you'd want to be quite specific, I'd have thought. So maybe home design, kids furniture, or dining furniture, something like that. Mono Kai asks, how much money should a normal affiliate site at least make? Is 100 euros enough, or should 500 euros be the minimum? Should you create rather mini niche sites or bigger sites? There's a lot of questions there. How much money should a normal affiliate site make? That's a very big question. I've seen sites that make 50 euros a month, and I've also seen sites and know people that have got sites earning 10,000 euros a month. So it really depends on how much you want to make and how much effort you want to put in and how big you want to make the site. To answer your other question, should you create a mini niche site or a bigger site? I would always recommend going for a niche site. They're easy to rank. They're easy to create content for. And you never know, you might find that your niche sites actually turn into something a little bit bigger as you add content and grow them up. Exlan says his website is doing great. He's getting around 50 to 100 unique visits a day. He's posted a new blog post recently and put a lot of work into it. Would love to hear your opinion. Can't share the link post. Can you visit? Yeah, I'll go and have a look. I know what your site is. Let's have a look. I'll share it if that's okay. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the article, 10 best pruning saws. First thing, I do love the thumbnail. Very clear. I need to work on my thumbnails. In YouTube, they're really important. And in blog posts, they're really important because they get the click. So yeah, great thumbnail. Lovely formatting. You know, you've added a bit of a color background there. Kind of catches the eye. You've got a lovely table with some with some stars even. And then obviously a check price, which is going to send me to Amazon. Perfect. You just cookied me. Then you've got some content about the different pruning saws, and you've got some bullet points, which is always good, or numbered points even. And then you're going into the saws in detail with the pros and cons. And yeah, it looks really good. Nice images. Though you want to be careful that with those images, if you've taken them from Amazon, just one thing I'll say, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, really nice piece of content. And yeah, it must be over 1,000 words long. But yeah, lots of different text elements. Hopefully you've made these like H1, H2s. Let's have a look. Yeah, H2. So you're using all the different heading tags, which is good. So you get lots of keywords into the article. Good work. Well done. David says he's fairly new to this and appreciates the videos. No problem, David. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Yeah, excellent. I don't know. Have you had any earnings yet? You deserve to get some earnings. We'd love to know. And you now need to start thinking about reaching out to other sites to try and get some links in. Lee says lots of people who are doing very well with affiliate sites say the look of the site isn't important. It should be very simple and fast loading. What are my thoughts? I agree wholeheartedly. The look and feel of a site isn't very important. It's all about the content that you've got. That's going to make the difference in terms of whether you succeed or not. It's going to be the content and not going to be the color scheme that you use. So Donna asks, can we copy and paste, say, a paragraph from a product site or another blogger for info and then link back to them? Yeah, that should be fine. If you're quoting someone else, that's fair use. Just don't rip off a whole, big chunk of text and pass it off as your own. If you're creating a new piece of content and you're just referencing other things, it's fine to include bits of their content in your article. Thankfully True says hello. Hello. Thanks for the videos, no problem. Excellent says no earnings on that blog post yet. Well, it's early days. It will happen. You're putting in the effort, and that you will be repaid. Keep going. Don't give up. We'll go for another 20 minutes or so. So keep the questions coming. We're getting a good momentum now. David says, I have links to UK and US and Canada to Amazon, the different Amazons there. He doesn't get any clicks on his Canada links. So will Amazon close me down if I don't get any clicks soon? They may do. You do have to send traffic and get a sale, I think, within 90 days or something like that. Excellent says he earned on his previous post, so that's good. The money's starting to come in. That's good. Hello, Ali. Thanks for coming. Thanks for that kind comment. Mercy asks, which is the best way to start the link building process? First off, you can start with you can build some social media profiles. That's a good way to start getting links out and adding your link to the the bio section, that kind of thing. The next thing you want to do is start building relationships with sites that complement yours. So start commenting on other blog posts. Nothing spammy, just being helpful and building a relationship until you get to a point where you can actually have a dialogue with the site owner. Then you want to offer them a lovely piece of content that you've created, a nice big article full of value, and say, would you be interested in having this guest post? And go from there. I've also shared a tip earlier in this live stream where you go into Google and you do a search for sites that are in your niche that offer a submit article kind of page. They have a form on their site that you can fill in, or an email address that you can contact with a guest post, and if it's good enough, they'll publish it. So that's another good way of doing it. If you missed that part of the stream, just rewind back up and you should be able to find it. Thankfully True says, is it possible to make money from selling camera gear? I would say that is far too popular and far too broad, and it's kind of niche that everyone's jumped in, so no, I'd avoid that. Scott says, if you want to rank for, say, waterproof case for product, whatever, I don't know, say waterproof case for iPhone, but also products B and C, would you need multiple articles? Yeah, you would. So say I would do an article, if it was waterproof cases, and I wanted to do it for iPhone and Samsung Galaxy, I'd have an article on waterproof cases for iPhones, waterproof cases for Samsungs, and whatever else. That's the best way to rank for those keywords. If you go too general, it's harder to rank for the keywords. Your second part of that question is, how important is the URL versus title versus content? They're all very important, and they should all match up, really. So if you're writing an article that's waterproof case for iPhone, That'd be the title of the article. The URL would be waterproof case for iPhone. And then within the content, you would include the phrase waterproof case for iPhone, probably a couple of times and variations on that phrase too. Lee says, this is going back to the comments earlier about how good a site looks and whether that's important. Wouldn't a site that looks better help you attract more viewers if the content was good over one of those bare bones sites, as long as it doesn't really load slowly? How your site looks does not attract viewers. What attracts viewers is going to be the headline on your articles, the thumbnails on your articles, because people don't actually see a site until they get there. And when they get there, they're looking for the content that's attracted them there. They've clicked on a headline or they clicked on a link. They want to see the content. If you go over to sites like BuzzFeed and any of those big sites, you'll notice that they haven't really got much of a look and feel. It's all about the content. Donna says, what about subdomains? You get an entire site with a free domain. What do you think? Well, a subdomain is actually part of the main site, really. So I wouldn't think about building lots of different sites off one domain with subdomains. I don't think that's a good idea. Monokai, sorry if I pronounced it wrong. What do you think of keyword density? Is 0.4% enough when you have 3,000 words? 3,000 words, well done. That's a great article. I'm often not able to make everything right for Yoast. Don't worry about getting everything right for Yoast. As long as it's green, you should be fine. And yeah, keyword density is important, but you want to make sure that your article's, easy to read. I'm sure you could probably slip the keyword in a couple more times on that article. Amdan asks, how about affiliate marketing with tripleclicks.com? I'm not familiar with them. Scott says, what about, going back to his question about the articles, waterproof cases, what about iPhone 6, iPhone 6S, and iPhone 6S Plus, or 6 Plus even? Again, that could be 3 different articles, and it probably should be, because then because people are going to be looking for very specific things, and you've got a chance of coming up for those searches if you have very specific articles. My hairline is not receding too much. I've still got quite a good head of hair, but thanks for the offer there, BB. Dennis is sharing his site. Let's have a look. I'll just pop up another window. Okay, so this looks like a really good site, the storefrontcompany.com. Got a nice newsletter sign up. Could maybe make a little bit more appealing in terms of what I'd get if I signed up for the newsletter. Nice article, good table. It's always good to have a table with links through to the products. And then some detailed, pros and cons. Nice big buttons that make me want to click. So yeah, really nice site. Which theme are you using? I don't know if I can see what theme you're using. Focus blog by Fry Themes. Very nice theme. But yeah, very nice, simple, clear layout. Going back to, does it matter what your site looks like? Your site looks really clean and really nice, but it's not flashy or jazzy in any way. And it doesn't need to be, because you've got lots of good content. And that's all that's important. So yeah, good work. Are you earning anything off this right now? Yeah, nice site, Dennis. Anyway, so Lee comes back for camera gear. Couldn't you pick a less competitive niche that you could pitch camera gear in, such as hiking or something, and write articles on landscape photography? Yeah, you could. If you dive really deep within a niche, say it is camera gear, and you did come up with something very specific, then yeah, you could probably have some success with that. But it's all about finding that really deep niche, and you'd have to probably be into camera gear in order to produce some good content around that. Dennis says he's not had any earnings yet, but it's only been up around a month. So early days, but yeah, good looking site, and I wish you all the best of luck. Scott says, is it okay to have that many affiliate links on your homepage? I didn't check how many there was. There was quite a few. You probably want to be careful a little bit with that. I've got a video that I'm going to put up very soon, which is all about cloaking your affiliate links. So you could use a plugin to cloak those links so they don't look as affiliate-y, if that's a word. Because, yeah, there is a rumor that Google's not too keen if you've got a site that's full of lots of affiliate links. But Dennis, it wouldn't be too hard to switch all those links and to cloak them up. Christopher Monk has just shared a site too. It's not an affiliate site, it's a drop shipping site. So let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, it looks really nice. It's obviously a shop because that's what drop shipping is all about. What did you say you were using? Don't know. You'll have to tell us what plugins and themes you're using. But yeah, it looks really nice. Just as good as any Shopify store, that's for sure. Got some nice reviews, which I guess you're pulling in from AliExpress or somewhere. Looks really nice. How are you getting on with it? So when you pick a niche, this is from Giga, when you pick a niche, you want to pick a niche inside a niche. Yeah, basically you want to dive as deep as you possibly can and get as specific as you can. Lucy, you're back. You need to tell your users that you're earning money from their blog website. Amazon requires to declare you're an affiliate, but do you think that makes someone question your authenticity? I think you do need to tell them it's part of Amazon terms of service. You just need to have a little note in the footer. That should be fine. Some good questions. Okay, Lee says, is it not against Amazon terms and conditions to cloak links? You have to be very careful. You can use their shortener, actually. That's one way of doing it, the AMZN.2. You should be fine. As long as you make it very clear that whatever the person's clicking on is going to take them to Amazon, you should be fine. So if it says buy on Amazon or check on Amazon, it's a button, but then the link is cloaked, that's fine. You should be fine anyway. The Furman just says he just finished watching the blog weight loss site video. Did you watch the whole thing? It was an hour long. Well done if you did. And you didn't notice I was live. Shame I missed it. Yeah, it is a shame. You can always watch it after the event. Obviously, it'll be on the channel recorded. We've done some good stuff. Hopefully, there's some good tips that came up tonight. David's sharing his site, so let's take a look. Furman says, if you're adding Amazon reviews to blog, is there a tool to do this? Yeah, you can do it with WooZone. I think you can probably do it with Content Egg as well. Okay, so yeah, let me just share this site with you guys. Can you see that? I think you can. Yeah, band instruments. Nice clear site. Lots of products. Good thing. Let's have a look at your content. Have you got any content? The music blog. So yeah, content looks good. Very informative. Got some videos. Oh yeah, sad news from Tom Petty. Let me just click through to one of these articles and take a look. I'm not sure if your content is quite long enough. Although you've got lots of it, it's quite short. I think if you want to get ranking on Google, you're going to have to add a few more words, I'm afraid. What you got in the guitar tuner? Oh, an online guitar tuner. That's pretty cool. I haven't got my flash enabled. A link to another site. That's confused me a little bit. But yeah, nice site. How's it going for you? Have you had much traffic? Any sales? I've lost you guys again. Hang on, where's the chat gone? There we are. Okay. Amdan says, can I get a clear difference between dropshipping and affiliate marketing and what earns more? Okay, so dropshipping is where you source products from a supplier, possibly in your country, often from China, using something like AliExpress, and you sell them on your own e-commerce site. You get an order, you get the money, and then you then place the order with your supplier and get them to send the product directly to your customer. With affiliate marketing, you're promoting products for, again, other merchants, but you're not taking orders or anything like that. You're just simply sending traffic to their website, and then when that traffic makes a purchase, you get your commission. In terms of what earns more, I don't know. There's a lot of people making a lot of money with dropshipping, and there's a lot of people making a lot of money with affiliate marketing. I think the earnings on both of them is probably as much as you can possibly imagine, as providing you put the effort in. And talking of effort, I think dropshipping involves a lot more effort and a lot more money up front, whereas affiliate marketing is a relatively low investment to get started. Aurelian says, how much does Boot Boutique bring me monthly? It brings me very little because I haven't done much work on it and there's hardly any good content on it. It used to bring in around about 100 or so a month. It's gone down a bit recently, but I need to add some content and put some effort into it. I've been too busy making other videos. Silent Text says, hi, I'm using Yoast SEO from yesterday. Google Search Console is showing an unsupported format error relating to my sitemap. I'm not using any cache plugin. Who's your host? It could be an issue with your hosting. Maybe drop them a line and see if they can help with that. Thankfully True says, with regards to the camera gear that we were talking about earlier, I'm a photographer, which is why I want to delve into this area. Well, if it's a passion of yours, then it's probably a good thing to get involved in, because you'll be able to produce some good content. And it really is all about good content. If you can do that, you should be fine. Evolutioneer Demon says, what do you think is the most profitable niche in 2017? Heck, I don't know. If I knew that, then we'd all be millionaires. It's always going to be things in healthcare, but very specific things within there, because people, have their problems with their health and they're passionate about that. Any hobbies, that's going to be good. The fidget spinners was quite a big thing, actually, 2017. I had a guy last week, I think, who was making some good money from fidget spinners, but obviously I don't think that's going to last forever. You know what a fidget spinner is, right? One of those things that, yeah. Prepared Mother says, I read a blog saying it violates Amazon TOS to offer incentive to customers. For example, promise to donate a portion of income to charity. But I cannot find this in the TOS. Do you know? I don't know that. And I was thinking of possibly doing that with some affiliate stuff on another business. So I'll check that out. I don't know, I'm afraid. The Furman UK says, is Fiverr worth it for blog articles? Probably not. I've suggested Upwork previously. You're going to have to pay a bit more than a Fiverr for a good blog article. At least $20, sometimes more. David, in terms of, he's asking about the content length, because we just looked at his site, the music one, and it was a little bit thin on content. You're looking for around 1,000 words ideally on a blog post. If you can't manage that, at least 500. ZD Drummer Guy, Z Drummer Guy even agrees with me and says I'd go for 1,000 plus, David, in terms of your number of words. Also, if you're a photographer and you're good at taking photos, another way to make money online is to sell them as stock. Fuzzy says, have I known about Amazon dropshipping? I think what you might be talking about there is fulfillment by Amazon. Yeah. Which is where you get some products again from China or something like that, and you get it shipped directly to Amazon. It's also called FBA, which is obviously short for fulfilled by Amazon. So yeah, you get some products, you find a good merchant over in China or local to you, you get them to ship a whole load of product to Amazon, you list it on Amazon, and you sell it on Amazon, and then obviously when you get some orders, Amazon ship all the stuff out for you and take care of customer service and all that kind of stuff. It's not quite drop shipping, but it's very similar. And yeah, I have heard about it, and I've heard that people have made a lot of money doing it. But again, you've got to be careful, because you're going to have to invest in some stuff from China and that kind of stuff. So it's only worthwhile doing if you've got a little bit of money to start your business with. I'd recommend a guy called Tanner, and his second name escapes me right now, but do a search for Tanner FBA on YouTube. You find a guy in there who's made a lot of money doing that, and he's sharing quite a lot of information on his channel. Scott says, for the camera gear example, what about a blog photography of the American Southwest? Was that too specific for a springboard to selling camera gear to the broad market? The problem you've got there, possibly, Scott, is that people coming to your site or your blog that's all about photography of the American Southwest are probably looking for photos of the American Southwest, and they're not looking to buy a camera, and they've probably got no desire to actually take those photos themselves. They just actually want the photos. So a better money scheme, if you've got lots of good photos of the American Southwest, is to probably package them up and sell them as photos or as a calendar, or get your photos printed on stuff, that kind of thing. That might be better, because I don't think you're going to be able to sell a camera to someone who's looking to get a photo. Tanner Fox, thanks, Christopher. That's the guy that does the FBA. Check out his channel. Thankfully, True says, any good stock photo sites? Yeah, iStock Photo. Shutterstock is the one that I was using today and yesterday on the site I just made. That's good. If you want something a bit cheaper, then PhotoJune.net, which is part of Envato. They're really good for cheap photos. Evolutioner says, I'm actually interested in techie stuff like computer equipment, gamepads, computer case, stuff like that. Do you think I'd be able to make lots of money if I invest in the technology niche? You could do, but you're going to need to be able to create some good content around that stuff. So maybe how to build a computer, or doing reviews of cases and technology. YouTube could be a really good place for that. If you're confident enough to do videos, it will involve obviously buying some technology, but if you're into it, you might be buying it anyway, and you might be able to do something off the back of that. But again, it's probably a very competitive niche if you're going to be broad and just do computer cases and stuff like that. I'd imagine there's already a lot of content and sites out there that already do that. Right, I think we're going to wrap up in a minute. I'll just answer a couple more questions. We've been going for about an hour. Matosa says, if there are search results like Amazon or high DA sites, so high authority sites, having less page authority for a keyword, then should I take it as low competitive or high competitive? Then it's probably low competitive, because it means although the site is an authority site, they don't have any content that specifically matches that keyword. So if you can come in and be very specific in your content, then you've got a good chance of possibly at least ranking up there with them. Okay, I'm going to do one more. So let me just skim through and pick one. Aurelian says, do I use Admiral on my websites? No, I don't. Not sure what that is. I won't count that one as the last question. Let me find another one. Lee Henderson says, how important are internal links? Yoast SEO seems to be giving them more of a focus. They're a good way to get keywords, pointing at certain articles. So, you've written an article about waterproof iPhone cases. Then, yeah, it is good to link to that article with the keyword waterproof iPhone cases from other pages and posts on your site and in the footer and sidebar, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, internal links have always been quite important in SEO. Okay, as there's quite a few questions come in, and let's go for another 10 minutes. You've twisted my arm. And we're up to 30 of you out there now. So hello, everyone. I am kind of thinking of leaving, but hey, let's go for a little while longer. Okay, which tool would you recommend to check if a site is high authority? Okay, let me just have a look. I've got some tools in my browser. So let me just see what we've got. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so let me just pop this up. So I've just done a search for lose weight fast. It's obviously a very, very competitive keyword, but just for this example. So this one I've just turned on is SEO Quake. These are all Chrome extensions, so you can get them from the Chrome store, whatever it's called, within the Chrome browser. So when you turn it on and you do a search for Google, it gives you a whole load of metrics, and it kind of tells you what they're all about. So I think that's the links, is it, that are coming in? No, that's the index pages, 31,000. You get the rank, you get the age, get all sorts of different information. Does it show the inward links? It always used to. Might be because I am not signed up properly. I've reached my limit. That'd be why. Never mind. But yeah, if you sign up and use SEO Quake, that's good. And what's this other one I've got? That's Sumo Me. I used to have the SEO Moz one. That was quite good. I don't know whether it is anymore. So yeah, check out SEO Quake. That is a free one, but you do obviously need to sign up, which I have done, but I need to log in or something, which I won't do right now. It's something that I'll do in a video coming up. I'll go through some good extensions to check sites out with. Okay, where's the chat gone? Hang on. Furman says, is PageRank still a thing? Not so much. It used to be a good indication of what Google thinks of a site, but I don't think it really is that relevant anymore. Lee says, if you need videos for your affiliate site, is it better for SEO to upload them to your own site or to YouTube and then embed from YouTube or whatever? I would upload to YouTube. It's free hosting. You get traffic on YouTube, so why not? You have to pay for things like Vimeo, and if you put it on your own hosting, it can be a bit slow. Scott says, again, with the camera gear, should you target industry professionals in New York because you're local? So you're talking about photographers. You could do, if you're able to provide useful content to those photographers. Matosa says, for product reviews, can I take pictures of products from Amazon site? You can, but you must do it properly. So you must use the site stripe and click on image, and it will give you a little bit of code that you can paste into your site, and it will then pull the image in straight from Amazon. That's the best way to do it. Don't do a right click and save the picture on your computer, then upload it to your site. They don't like that. Okay, well, I think the questions are slowing down. There's one that I missed earlier from Daniel. Any themes you'd recommend for dropshipping? I've not used WordPress for dropshipping, so I couldn't comment on that. It's something that I'm going to be looking into in the future. Okay, thank you all for coming. I'm going to wrap it up now. It was kind of last minute notice, I know, on the stream. I'll try and do it on Wednesday again next week. I was busy last night, so I couldn't do it. Generally, I'm going to do them on Wednesday, but it's not always been working out like that. I hope you found it useful. Do check out the video I put up earlier today, which is all around making a blog, just using the 2014, very simple theme. And yeah, good if you just want to get sites up quickly and you've got some content that you need to get online. Thanks for all your questions. It'd be pretty boring if we didn't have questions. So yeah, I really appreciate them. Tell your friends. And yeah, I'll see you online. Good luck with your sites. Bye for now.